Hi there, everybody. It is 6:28. We begin our digital coverage of the strong thunderstorms that are moving through the metro. We want to just jump on our digital streams to make sure that you know what's going on, because these storms are not coming in at a great time. They're coming in still during the busy part of rush hour and slowing down traffic for sure. The good news is, since we just saw you about 2 minutes ago on the 6 o'clock news, that severe thunderstorm warning for Bastrop County has been canceled. So we have seen a decrease in intensity with that thunderstorm that was in northern Bastrop County between McDade and Elgin. That's still moving up towards the north, towards Thrall and Thorndale near Taylor, and it's pouring buckets out there right now here in Austin. I'll pull up some live cameras out there. I'm going to load your comments and questions as well and get this shared out, and we're going to hang out here for at least a little bit just to make sure that you know what's happening, and we'll even talk about what we're expecting for tomorrow, because I think today is just a taste of what we're going to have tomorrow, starting mid-morning and through the afternoon. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be a pain in the neck, severe weather-wise, and even with the threat of flash flooding. So welcome in on everybody. We got about 200 folks watching. Wanted to just jump in after our 6 o'clock news and make sure that you are updated. So the heaviest activity now beginning to lift to the north of downtown. It's sitting right here over the KVUE studios in North Austin. We're located near Mopac and Steck, and you can see the heavy downpours now increasing around the Domain, right along 183 in the Mopac interchange, and then I-35 towards the northern sections of Travis County, pouring buckets. These thunderstorms are moving up towards the north, so who's next in line? Well, not only the extreme northern sections of Austin, but Round Rock, Pflugerville, you're going to see these showers and thunderstorms increase very, very soon. And also places like Cedar Park and Leander, we're going to get these thunderstorms to move on in. The good news is they are non-severe. They're heavy, for sure. There's cloud and ground lightning. We've got heavy downpours, but we'll turn on Hail Tracker. And Hail Tracker showing some tiny hail, like just south of here, kind of like around Mopac and Far West Boulevard, that part of the area. Mopac 2222, that part of the area, maybe the size of peas. And listen, if you have a hail report, and maybe it's hitting your window or something like that, holler at me here on the Facebook stream. Love to see that. But below severe weather limits is just a heavy thunderstorm. This stuff that's over northern sections of Bastrop County, this was the thunderstorm that was severe during our 6 o'clock newscast. You'll see here on Hail Tracker the bright colors, the blues and the purples, and now that it's fallen apart. That's good news. This thunderstorm is weakening in terms of hail, in terms of being severe. It's still heavy, though. A lot of rainfall right along 290, Elgin to McDade, lifting up towards the north of Page. And this is going to be making its way into places like Taylor and Thrall and Thorndale, Copeland, getting that rain to come on in. Don't want to forget our friends in Hutto. This rain down here to the south of you along the 130 toll road around Manor and moving into Pflugerville. That's headed towards you as well. We'll widen out the view and we'll show you what else is going on. Fayette County, you're in good shape. We had some real heavy downpours a little earlier this afternoon. It's just kind of moderate showers, some clusters of cloud ground lightning in northern areas of Fayette County near Round Top and Carmine, and also some moderate showers and some thunder mainly in the distance around Giddings. But Lee County's in good shape. Bastrop, this is the thunderstorm that developed right over you and is now to the north of you and moving to the north of you. So other than just a little bit of shower activity, we're pretty good shape right now in the city of Bastrop and really much of Bastrop County with the exception of northern Bastrop County. So Rosanke and Cedar Creek, you're good. Caldwell County, we got a little shower right here. That's really just starting to increase. This is going to be to the south of Lockhart, moving into, looks like it's moving right into Lockhart, especially where the 130 toll road is to the east of town. A little bit of lightning with that. We'll watch that one. Maybe it gets pulsed up a little bit. If we see additional lightning strikes, that will give us a heads up. All right, who's watching from Hayes County? Hayes County, Buda and Kyle, we're in good shape. We got some nearby showers. San Marcos, we've had some thunderstorms pass on by. Nothing really all that heavy right now. Just to the west of the Texas State campus, we got a moderate shower, but really nothing all that bad in Hayes County. A couple of showers around Dripping with additional activity coming in from the south. So these thunderstorms are going to continue to move from south to north, the heaviest of which are going to occur for metro counties, Williamson, Travis, Hayes County, and points to the east. Hill country, you're in good shape. You got a little bit of stable air over you. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot going on here over the next hour. One thing that did catch our eye, though, is there's a boundary. You'll kind of see it here. Let me put this loop in. You'll see this little green line. See it right here coming in from the east and moving to the west. That's an outflow boundary. with these showers and thunderstorms earlier this afternoon in East Texas. They, of course, bring in cool air. That cool air rushes out ahead of these thunderstorms, acts as like a baby cold front, and that is a trigger or lift in the atmosphere. And sometimes you get some thunderstorms that pop up right along it. As a matter of fact, I think the activity that's developing over Austin and northern Bastrop County is responsible from this outflow boundary. And as this outflow boundary moves into Burnett County, we may see additional thunderstorm activity fire on up. Temperatures have cooled in a big way. These are temperatures as of the top of the hour, so these will get refreshed here in about 25 minutes. But rain-cooled low 70s in Giddings and LaGrange. I guarantee you we're in the low 70s now here in Austin. The 83 degrees is from the top of the hour at Camp Mabry. So the good news is there are no active severe thunderstorm warnings. There are no active severe thunderstorm watches. We do have a flood advisory that is in effect for portions of the metro. Let me load that for you. There you go. The flood advisory is in effect for portions of Bastrop, the northern sections of Bastrop County, far western sections of Travis County, does include parts of the city of Austin, Lee County, and the eastern sections of Williamson County. So places like East Austin, Manor and Pflugerville, Bastrop, Camp Swift, Elgin, McDade, Page, Lexington, Lincoln, Giddings, Taylor, all included in this flood advisory. A flood advisory is one grade lower than a flash flood warning. It's just a heads up that, hey, we got heavy rainfall, may have some ponding on the roadway, maybe some low water crossings start to have some issues. And because of the rain that we had back last week on Friday, the soil's saturated, so we may have some issues. But the good news is, as we put this into loop, it's on the move. It's not sticking around. It's not back building. It's not training. So it's moving from south to north, and it'll be clearing at least downtown Austin and places like Elgin here within the next half hour. Okay, so what's going to happen for the rest of the evening and what's going to happen tomorrow? Let's get into that side of the forecast, everybody. And let me load this. We are dealing with a very small threat of severe weather now through the rest of the evening, right? We had that one severe thunderstorm warning. I didn't see any reports of confirmation of any kind of hail being reported, so that's good news. These are mainly strong thunderstorms. Overall, the greatest severe weather risk this evening is going to be in West Texas and the Panhandle. In yellow, this is a tornado watch that's in effect until 11 p.m. And if you look here in West Texas and north of Lubbock and south of Amarillo, those little red polygons, those are active tornado warnings. One just popped up right there in the extreme northeastern sections of the Panhandle. So this is where we're going to have active weather all evening long. Out ahead of this guy, this area of low pressure, this is going to be a pain in the neck for us because the low is on the move. It's going to be moving from west to east over the next 24 hours, and that's going to shift our severe weather threat for our area. It's going to go from West Texas and the Panhandle into Central Texas, South Central Texas, North Texas, and East Texas for tomorrow. So today is just a taste of what we're going to get tomorrow. Right now, and this will be updated within the next half hour, so I'm going to be interested to see how this goes. But this is a look at the severe weather outlook for Wednesday. And I'll move this box so you can see it a little bit clearer. In orange, this is a enhanced risk. On the scale on the top right of the graphic, it's 3 out of 5 on the severe weather threat. And in orange, Austin is included, Johnson City, Burnett, Georgetown, Leander, Cedar Park, Bastrop, Giddings. Good chunk of the area in this enhanced risk, and the rest of the area is in that slight risk, 2 out of 5 when it comes to severe weather. And when we talk about severe weather, we're talking about large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes. This again is for Wednesday, and this is why that severe weather threat will increase in a big way for tomorrow. Let's time this out for you. Right now, we've got the active thunderstorms, right? They're strong storms. We've got good downpour. We've got some good rain. I'm just looking at some of our cameras. Things have really quieted down downtown. They're non-severe at the moment, which is good. And it's a small chance of additional severe weather for the rest of the evening. And this activity may linger till 9, 10 o'clock, and then with a loss of daytime heating, I think by midnight, things are done. We're good. So let's go through tomorrow. Tomorrow, that area of low pressure that's currently in Arizona and New Mexico approaches the state of Texas. It's going to drive disturbances our way. And by early tomorrow morning, we could have some thunderstorms start to pop up out towards the west. And I think by mid-morning, look at this, thunderstorms, some of which will be strong to severe, west of the interstate. So hill country, your threat for severe weather will increase tomorrow morning, in particular mid-morning into the late morning. And this is a forecast model that is just now coming out. This is the HRRR high resolution rapid refresh. And look at this. It's showing white When it does these lighter colors, it's indicating strong and severe thunderstorms, hail, wind, tornado producers. So it's going to be an early day tomorrow, mid-morning, late morning, into the afternoon. That activity will then shift to the east of the interstate. I'm showing you a blend of models. The first was that high-resolution rapid refresh model, which does a great job. And now I'm showing you the NAM for those weather geeks that are watching, which has done a good job showing this broken line of showers and thunderstorms, some of which will be strong or severe, moving into the I-35 corridor late morning and as we head into the early afternoon to mid-afternoon for eastern counties. So all modes of severe weather will be possible tomorrow: hail, damaging winds, tornadoes. And on top of that, because we have saturated soil from last week's rainfall, in particular on Friday's very, very heavy rainfall, we'll go from a severe weather threat tomorrow to a flash flood and river threat as we head into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The severe weather threat goes down. It's not, zero, but it goes down Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but we still got heavy rain in the forecast. This is a look at 7-day rainfall accumulations. This is produced by the Weather Prediction Center under NOAA. We like to show this graphic because it shows a unified message of the threats that are going on, whether you watch me or the other guys, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. And in the hill country, this is for the next 7 days, but the bulk of this is going to fall now through Saturday. So now through Saturday, 3 to 4 inches of rainfall in the hill country. That's a lot of rainfall. You get some heavier pockets of rainfall over the Llano River, over the Pedernales River, over Sandy Creek, north of Lake Buchanan along the Colorado River. That's all going to make it into the Highland Lakes. And the Highland Lakes are full, above full at Travis. So we may have some issues over the next few days in terms of river flooding and maybe even some dam operations, floodgate operations. Then from Austin eastward, we could have 5 to 7 inches of rainfall. Again, this is from the government. This is the National Weather Service's Weather Prediction Center's accumulation forecast. The 7-inch kind of area is from Fayette County to Houston, Houston northward to Bryan, College Station. It's kind of this, maybe hard to see on your smartphone or your tablet, but it's this kind of mustard color right here. That's the potential for 7 inches over the next few days. And then this orange color is the kind of 5 to 6 inch range, which includes Austin. And then out here towards the hill country, 3 to 4 inches. Just an incredible amount of rainfall that we're expecting here over the next several days. So there's a check of the extended forecast. If someone's in the control room, could you take this full for just 1 second, if that's easy to do? If not, I'll talk you through it. But we've got 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. My little box is covering it there. Look, you can see it on this monitor. So tomorrow, big chance of rain, 80%, right? And then there's a look at Thursday, 70%. Tomorrow's a severe weather threat. Still some strong storms possible on Thursday, but it's mainly heavy rain. And it may not be raining all day Thursday. Some of the latest high-resolution forecast models are saying more Thursday evening, Thursday night. And I hate Thursday night, events with heavy rain because, gosh, flooding at night is terrible. At least, there's less people out on the roadway, but it's, harder. It's just harder all around. So it looks like Thursday night there's a high potential for some heavy rainfall that could trigger flash flooding. Friday, we'll have another round of rainfall at 60%. Saturday, a disturbance comes in out of the west, more rain, and then we're putting it down all the way to 20%. Some models are 0% chance of rain for Sunday. So that's for my mom. My mom's watching 0% chance of rain for Mother's Day. For many of us, maybe an isolated shower. So that's why we put it small. And then we'll look for some widely scattered to scattered showers next week. Next week doesn't look as stormy, though. That's the good news. Because we do need a bit of a break. So let's just do a refresh here for those that are just now jumping on and want to know about what's happening now. The bottom line is, from what we were just talking about, have a way to receive watches and warnings. Tomorrow, there's potential, and it's not a guarantee, but there's potential tomorrow could be very busy, mid-morning, afternoon, into the early evening. Severe weather, flash flooding, river flooding. It may be an early day for the storm team, and it may be a long day for a lot of us. So let's zoom in and I'll show you what's going on right now. Heaviest rainfall, and it's non-severe, is pushing through northern sections of Travis County. Rain is increasing as we speak in Round Rock. If you're on the 45 toll and you look off towards, at least going westbound, you look to the left of you and you're going westbound, that rain is on your doorstep. There's lightning strikes increasing right around I-35 and 45. That thunderstorm activity moving through the heart of Round Rock shortly. That will continue to make its way into Georgetown, into Gerald, and then exit of our viewing area into Bell County. So Temple and Killeen will get in on the action as well. There are already some isolated showers developing like near Florence and north of Andice. And again, this thunderstorm activity is going to impact a good chunk of Williamson County, Sun City included. For those that are watching maybe in Liberty Hill, the heavy stuff looks at this point to stay to the east of you, but maybe additional showers developing not far from the Oasis at Lake Travis. That's going to be making its way a little bit closer to you. I was just keeping an eye on some of our live cameras. Yeah. So it's up. So let's look at the Oasis Cam, because that's going to be interesting to look at. Okay. Yeah, I'm using PCR 1 right now, so you're good, Mike. Take your time. Let's see. All right. Let's see if I can do this. What I'm doing here, everybody, is I'm loading in our Oasis camera and seeing if, there you go. So that's a look at the Oasis. This will be kind of fun to look at with that thunderstorm that's increasing. This is looking off towards the west, so you can see the water tower in the distance. That's Lakeway, and the wind's picking up right now. We got the creepy looking clouds coming on in, but the good news, everybody, is this stuff is not severe. It's strong storms, it's heavy downpours. The most dangerous part of these thunderstorms is going to be the cloud to ground lightning, even miles away from wherever it's raining. We talk, if you watch my Facebook Lives a lot, we talk about the positive lightning strikes, the strikes that occur from the anvil, and it can strike from up to 10 miles away from where it's not raining. That's what we're getting near Round Rock. So if you are in Williamson County and you see the dark clouds in the distance and you don't even have a raindrop at your house, but you hear the thunder, time to get inside, because we've got a lot of those positive lightning strikes popping on up. Okay, so this thunderstorm, let's go back to the Doppler radar, and we'll come back and keep an eye on our live camera. This thunderstorm, that is in northern sections of Travis County and moving into southern sections of Williamson County, one right around Round Rock. This is moving up towards the north at 20 miles per hour. It's a strong storm. There is potential for at least a little bit of hail. We'll take a look at hail tracker, and we're thinking maybe as large as nickels. So let's take a look at hail tracker. Yeah, so a little bit of a hail core right in here. There's a look at the blue. This is going to be right along, looks like Mopac and moving into the Wells Branch area. So let's zoom in. We'll get that city street there. So this is delayed by about 5 minutes. So this hail core may be a little bit more up towards the north, kind of maybe right in here. But on the last check, Mopac and Palmer, got the HEB right there, right? Maybe some small hail. Anyone reporting hail if you're in that part of Austin? But the size of nickels. So below severe weather limits. But we'll see what this guy does over the next few minutes, because it is pulsating up just a little bit as that's moving up towards the north. And this is the one that's going to be moving into Round Rock here within the next 7 to 10 minutes, all right? So that's lifting up towards the north. Let's go back to the live radar. We'll take a look at it. Looks like we may have another little hail core developing north of Domain, and that's going to be moving into these neighborhoods to the west of Palmer, west of Mopac along Palmer as you get a little bit closer into Williamson County, kind of right in here. So we'll zoom out, keep an eye on it. And I'll take a look at some of your questions here. Dana's asking, it's supposed to be an all evening thing for Bastrop. No, you can see, well, it depends where you're at. So if you are in the city of Bastrop, you've got a break right now. There's some additional showers developing in extreme southern Bastrop County, and those could drift up towards the north over the next few minutes. The heavy stuff is up in northern areas of Bastrop County, but that's also moving up towards the north. And as that moves, you'll get a break and just some passing showers. But I think that's the most intense stuff that you're going to see for the remainder of the evening. Of course, that being said, we're starting to see a little bit more increase down here towards the south. And we've got that chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms through the middle part of the evening. We may have action on the radar through 9, maybe even the start of our 10 o'clock news. But as we head beyond 10 o'clock, loss of daytime heating, the energy in our atmosphere goes down, we'll see this activity shut off. So, and overall, the best chance of thunderstorms, Williamson, Travis, Hayes County, and points eastward. Got a couple little showers developing south of Burnett into the north of places like Spicewood. But that's about it in the hill country at the moment. There were some big time thunderstorms. Let's get a check of those in the Houston area earlier this afternoon. And we still got some heavy downpours. One of these downpours has not moved for several hours. This one down here towards the south of Houston along Highway 59. We'll take a look at rainfall accumulation because, geez, and today was supposed to be, you know, heavy downpours, but isolated in nature, and tomorrow's going to be even worse. And look at these rainfall amounts that are coming in, according to Doppler radar, to the south of Houston, southwest of Houston, not too far from Rosenberg. Doppler radar indicating as much as 10 inches of rainfall, and then to the north of Harris County, not not too far from Liberty, another area that could have seen as much as 10 inches of rainfall. Just a tremendous amount of rain in southeast Texas. And even though it's not widespread 10 inches, it's those isolated pockets that are certainly causing flash flood concerns. And that's why I'm concerned for tomorrow. Could we get an isolated pocket of rainfall tomorrow that sits over one area for 2, 3, 4 hours and produces multiple inches of rainfall? And on top of that, we already have saturated soil and swollen creeks and rivers, and the lakes are full. So there is a concern for flash flooding and river flooding in the coming days. And it just doesn't have to happen tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, although the severe weather risk isn't high those 3 days, the flash flood risk is. All right, let's go back to our live camera. This is the Oasis at Lake Travis, and we looked at this, 5 minutes ago, and it's pouring cats and dogs right now. Not a good night to be out on the patio at the Oasis, right, with that rain shower coming on in. But non-severe. Could be some very tiny hail with some of this thunderstorm activity, but non-severe, and that's the good news. And tomorrow, though, is a different story. Oops. Let me go back to Doppler radar here. I guess we could do that. You just route it through, but I got it. We're good here through the control room. So here's a look at the shower that is moving through Lake Travis right now. The one that we saw from the live picture at the Oasis, kind of right in here, and continue to increase. But it's a passing shower. It's garden variety. No big deal. No big deal. All right, let's just take a look at some of your comments and questions. Rogers in Milam County in the Rockdale area. So heaviest stuff is going to stay to the west of Rockdale. You can see these showers and thunderstorms approaching Thrall and Thorndale right in here. Those are going to lift up towards the north. So this is going to clip at least western sections of Milam County, but Rockdale, maybe a passing shower. We'll see what these showers decide to do, but these have not really gotten going all that much. So Rockdale, you need a break. You've had a busy spring so far, and you may be busy tomorrow, but it looks like this is going to stay to the west of you. Laura says, definitely just lost power for a couple of seconds near 183 and Lake Creek Parkway. Yeah, so Laura, you got these intense lightning strikes that are occurring in that part of the metro. So again, this is going to be south central Williamson County, north central areas of Travis County. And what I'll do here is I'll do a check on just how much cloudy ground lightning we've had with just this thunderstorm. And in the last 15 minutes, not a tremendous amount, but it's not that big of a storm. 118 cloudy ground lightning strikes clustered in north central areas of Austin, north central areas of Travis County, south central areas of Williamson County, and that storm again is lifting up towards the north. So if you are in Round Rock and it's not raining at your house yet, it's going to within the next couple of minutes. Brittany's asking about for tomorrow's severe weather threat. Yeah, Brittany, hang with me for a second, and we'll do another forecast of what we're expecting for tomorrow, because tomorrow does bring us a little bit more elevated threat of severe weather. John is reporting hail and the power out at Palmer and Mopac. So, all right, Doppler area was indicating that there could be some hailstones about the size of, what, a dime or a nickel in that part of Travis County? Let me know, John. Norma's saying that the rain is starting to come down in the Hutto area. And you need this? Oh,
You tied it off.
Yeah, I was cleaning it up. Look how, there you go. Man.
Thank you.
Thank you. One of our engineers, he's hooking up some new equipment for tomorrow's coverage, because tomorrow, is going to be even busier. We want to make sure we have every single tool available. Misty says thundering there in Taylor. Yeah, and that rain is on Taylor's doorstep. It's not as heavy as it is just off towards the west of you around Hutto. Hippos are getting stormy right now, and you can see the cluster of lightning continuing to move on in to that part of Williamson County. One thing that we're going to keep an eye on for Hays County and Travis County and even Bastrop County now, you can see these little showers last couple of minutes. Yeah, they're starting to increase at least a little bit of lightning right there, extreme southern Bastrop County. So our atmosphere is still unstable, which is interesting, because we've had these showers come on in, the temperatures are cooling, but there may be just enough energy, maybe not just at the surface but aloft, to allow for some additional scattered showers and thunderstorms, and that's why that chance is going to stick around through the middle part of the evening. So I plan on hanging with you through 7 p.m., and if we don't have any warnings between now and then, which I don't think, we'll let you go, and we're going to be doing this a lot tomorrow, so I'm going to save my voice. That way we're both prepared for tomorrow, right? So there's a look at the latest radar. Let's get into the forecast part of it. Someone had mentioned they want to know about the forecast part of it. So let's get into it. And the wonderful digital team posted a blog that I updated here in the last hour. So there's some good information there as well. So let's get into it. All right. Big severe weather threat ongoing now, not for central Texas, but for West Texas and the Panhandle. In yellow, that is a tornado watch in effect until 11 p.m. And it's not just for Texas. Look at these tornado watches for portions of New Mexico and Colorado and Oklahoma and Kansas. This is a very large storm system, and it's still coming in from the west. See that spinning area of low pressure near the New Mexico and Arizona border? That is making its way closer to Texas, and as it continues to move eastward, that's going to increase our own severe weather threat here at home. So tomorrow, mid-morning, afternoon, into the early evening, we'll have a chance of not just isolated severe weather like we're seeing today, but the potential for scattered, maybe even numerous severe thunderstorms. So that severe weather threat is on the increase. And within the 7 o'clock hour, we'll get an update on this map. The Storm Prediction Center produces these maps every single day, and it goes out for 3 days. And it gives us the idea of where the most intense thunderstorms will be. For an example, this time yesterday, they highlighted the Panhandle in West Texas in orange, which is an enhanced risk. Well, that's where the severe weather is happening now. So they're really good at this kind of severe weather forecasting. They're the best in the world in Norman, Oklahoma at the Storm Prediction Center. So in orange, this includes all of the city of Austin, all of Williamson County, much of Bastrop County, much of Blanco County, all of Burnett County, parts of Llano County. But don't get too caught up on who's in orange and who's in yellow. Everyone's under this risk for severe weather. In orange, that's an enhanced risk, a 3 out of 5 on a severe weather scale. You'll see the scale up here in the top right of the screen. 3 out of 5, an enhanced risk. That includes all of Austin for tomorrow. In yellow, for the rest of us, San Marcos, Fredericksburg, LaGrange, Luling, slight risk, 2 out of 5. Keep in mind, this map's going to get refreshed here in the next couple of minutes. And the Storm Prediction Center said that they were considering increasing that orange, increasing that enhanced risk a little more to the south, a little bit more to the east. So it's possible later this evening when I see on the 10 o'clock news that San Marcos and LaGrange and Luling, they're included. But again, let's not get too caught up on the verbiage. We all got a severe weather threat. And when we talk about severe weather, we talk about storms producing large hail, straight line damaging winds, and isolated tornadoes. That's all going to be possible. All right, let's take you hour by hour. This evening's thunderstorms, they're non-severe at the moment. There's still potential that they could go strong to severe at times. And they'll be with us for the next few hours. Loss of daytime heating beyond 10 o'clock. I think these guys start to wind down and will be quiet for parts of the overnight. Now, here comes that system of area of low pressure from the west. That is going to drag a boundary into West Texas, a boundary into the western hill country tomorrow morning. This is a look at the HRRR model, the high resolution rapid refresh. I hate to see this. When the model starts showing you those pinks and whites, it's saying these are intense thunderstorms, these are severe thunderstorms, and that's what this model's doing. And it's not just this model, but it's other models. So whenever we have a consensus, we have confidence to tell you the forecast. So mid-morning to late morning, thunderstorms increase in the hill country. This is Fredericksburg, Mason, Llano, Blanco, Marble Falls, Burnett, Granite Shoals. Mid-morning to late morning, thunderstorms increase for you. We'll transition to a different model here, and this looks like it's a new one too. So then we've got these thunderstorms increasing in Austin and the rest of the metro, Hayes, Travis, Williamson County, late morning into the early afternoon. That's going to be our time frame for thunderstorm arrival, and then thunderstorms will move to the east of the interstate as we head into the early afternoon to mid-afternoon, and may even have lingering opportunities for thunderstorms through this time tomorrow evening. Although models are saying by this time tomorrow evening, the atmosphere has been so worked over by rain and instability that we're going to have a quiet evening. So we'll see how that all comes together. The severe weather threat isn't 0 for Thursday, but it's lower. All right. The main threat for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be from heavy rainfall. We have a front that will move through on Thursday. That's going to enhance the rain. And look at these rainfall amounts. This is the Weather Prediction Center's 7-day outlook on rainfall accumulation. Keep in mind, the bulk of this will fall now through Saturday. Now through Saturday, an additional 3 to 4 inches of rainfall possible for areas to the west of the interstate. So hill country, 3 to 4 inches of rainfall possible. And then you get out here towards the east of the interstate, from Austin to Bastrop to LaGrange to Giddings to even Milam County up in Rockdale, 5 to 7 inches of rainfall, for the most part falling now through Saturday. So severe weather threat, first thing, mid-morning into the afternoon tomorrow. We'll pivot to a flash flood threat. And then in the coming days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it'll be a flash flood and a river flood threat. You saw over the weekend how the Colorado River was up at Bastrop in a big way, major flood stage. It was moderate flood stage in Smithville, it was minor flood stage in LaGrange. You get another 5 to 7 inches of rainfall over the next few days over the Colorado River Basin to the east of Austin. You're going to have additional problems. And it's not just that, but you get 3 to 4 inches of rainfall over the hill country. And you get that heaviest rain maybe on the wrong spots, like along the Llano, along the Pedernales River, along Sandy Creek, along the Colorado River north of Lake Buchanan. And you're going to have lake issues because lakes are up. So that's what we're concerned about. You know, I tell you like how it is. I have no interest in hyping events. If you've watched me for any period of time. And the next few days are not to be overly concerned, but you need to be alert. You need to know what's happening. So 80% chance of rain tomorrow. I know my little box is covering it, but it's 80% tomorrow, mid-morning, afternoon into the early evening, and then less of a severe weather threat, but more of a flood and river threat Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 60 to 70% opportunities of rain. All right, so before I leave you, I'm going to give you one last look at the radar. Heavy rain for sure, moving out of northern Travis County into Hays County, coming down in buckets in places like Round Rock, picking up in Georgetown, coming down in buckets in places like Hutto, and picking up in Taylor, Thrall and Thornhill. We got some thunderstorms near you, and we'll have that chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms for the rest of the evening, but no watches, no warnings, all right? Watch out for some low water crossings up here north of Austin, northeast of Austin, but you are in good shape right now. There's a flood advisory for portions of Hays, Travis, and Williamson County until now 11 p.m. and then a earlier flood advisory for Bastrop, Lee, and portions of Travis and Williamson County until 10:15. So just watch out for low water crossings. You'll be in good shape. All right, 7 o'clock. I'm going to let you go. We will see you on the 10 o'clock news. All right, and we'll be with you in a big way tomorrow as soon as these things start to go severe. And hopefully we don't get much tomorrow, but there is a lot of data that suggests that we could get quite a bit of thunderstorm activity, and some of those are going to be on the severe side and heavy side. And we'll be with you, whether it's on digital or TV. We are staffed up. We have 4 meteorologists for you tomorrow, so, and a weather intern too. So we're good to go. We got plenty of staffing here. Hope you have a good rest of the evening, everybody. We'll see you a little bit later on the TV side in 3 hours on the 10 o'clock news.